Good morning. Shirley here again with Following the Yellow Brick Road. And today my video is going to be about something entirely different. I'm home here in Florida taking care of my son after his accident, and that's probably going to be another couple of months before he's recovered enough to be able to stand and bear weight on his leg and start actually walking. So in the process, my son is tall and he's big and various fractures on the left side of his body, and he is only able to move around by using a walker and hopping on his right leg and putting this arm on a brace on top of his walker. It's very difficult for him to move around. The furniture that I have in my living room is kind of low to the ground and soft, and with him only having one leg to try to push up on and stand on, it's been very difficult. So I'm building a sofa out of 4x4s and 2x4s and bringing it up to a height that will enable him to be able to get up and down much easier. So just follow along and let me know if you like this content. Give the video a thumbs up, make a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to tap that notification bell so you'll know when I post a new video. Okay, I'm going to finish setting up and we'll get started very soon. Okay, I already have my first 2x4 cut. It's going to be 84 inches long with just 7 feet. My son is 5 feet 11 inches tall, so that'll give him plenty of room to lay down if he so desires. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to mark the next piece. This one will also be 84 inches. I am of the measure twice, cut once philosophy. So once again, I'll just get my wood up securely against the fence, check where I'm cutting. This is, I'm making the box or the base for the bottom of the couch at the present time. So now I'm going to be measuring 6 lengths at 19 5/8 inches, and these will be for the cross supports. So if this is the box, these will be this way in the base to help hold cushions in place. So I'll do that and get back with you. So I'm going to be taking the saw down off the table and rearranging so I can start putting the box together up at a level where it's easier on my back. So I'll return in a little bit. Right now what I'm doing is just putting the base together. I've already started, I've screwed the outside edges together, and now I'm fastening these center braces that will be the base for the bottom cushion on the couch. My table is a little crooked, and so I'm having to do one side at a time. I'm using 2.5-inch deck screws. I've spaced out the supports 15 inches apart. Okay, so this is how the base looks, all completed. And I'm going to take that down off the table now and start cutting the 4x4 legs. Okay, now I am ready to start cutting the 4x4s, which will be the legs, the upright legs of the couch. And I will be cutting the two back legs at 34 inches and the front leg at 26 inches. Okay, I have my first cut lined up, so here we go. The blade depth isn't quite deep enough, so I'm going to have to make a second cut. I think I'm just going to turn it all the way over. All right, so we're going to finish this cut. Okay, here we go. Just I'm gonna go halfway. This piece needs to be 26 inches long. This will be the front leg. Okay, these next two pieces are going to be the arms of the couch, and I'm cutting them at 28 inches long. It might be maybe 3/4 to an inch too long. I'm just gonna have to see on this. There's supposed to be a little overhang over the front leg just to have something to grip. And I'm not real sure of the measurements I was given in the pattern, so I'd rather have it too long in the beginning so that I can shorten it as I need to. All right. And the last arm. Okay, and there's the two arms. Two back legs, two front legs, two arms. The next thing that I'll be doing is a half lap joint for the arms of the chair. And then putting in everything together and then putting the base on the side pieces. Now I'm cutting a half lap joint, which will allow the arm to be joined to the front leg, like so. I've already done this one. It's the first time I've ever done one, so I didn't do the first one on camera. But you'll see that there is a length here at the end that allows for grabbing. I may cut this back about 1/4 of an inch, but we'll see. But anyway, I'm getting ready to cut the second lap joint. I just wanted you to see what I was doing. So basically I've marked my wood. This is not the piece, but I'll show you. I've marked down through the grain, or through the end grain, down this way, and then up, and this is the section that I'll be cutting out. So the first step is I have this little small Ryobi. It has a depth of about 1.5 inches, which gets me pretty close to what I need. I need it 1 3/4 so that it's half the width of the 2x4. And then I'll finish the cut on the miter saw, and I'll show you that in a little bit. So I've already cut one side, and then decided I'd better turn the camera back on. So I'm just trying to get my blade in place. This is a nice little saw. It has a laser light on it, which lets you know whether you're cutting straight or not, which is great for me. I'll just kind of show you this. You can see on this side where that was against the fence, it's not quite as deep as it is on this side. So here's my lengthwise cut and my vertical cut. So this is what I'm aiming for, and then I can take the chisel and get this when I'm done. Now I'm just going to make multiple small little cuts. Okay, so this is what it looks like after I do that. Bring it a little closer. See if you can see this. So the rest of it I just chisel out. And that's all there is to it. Okay, I'll show you when I get it done. Good morning, everyone. This is day 2 of my couch build, and today I have all my pieces cut except for the top board that'll go along the back top of the couch. So now I'm in the sanding process before I put all the pieces together. So I'm just gonna show you a little bit. I'm using this Hyper Tough Orbital sander. This was my son's sander. He picked this up at Walmart for like $15, and I really actually like this sander. So you might want to check it out if you're in need of a sander. So right now, I'm using 80 grit just to knock off the rough stuff and get it to where I can use a more finished grit of sandpaper. And then my plan is to stain the wood and use polyurethane for a finishing coat. So I'm not going to bore you with all of my sanding. So I'll catch up to you later. Okay, everyone. Today is October 14th, and I'm back to working on the couch again. As you can see, I got all my sanding done, and I put my side pieces together with half lap joints. The box frame is now in and secure. I cut little pieces of 2x4 at my son's suggestion and set them for the height that I would need the box at for the seat. And that allowed me to get it up there, clamp it in place so that I could handle it on my own. And so I now have the box secured to the frame, the outer frames. What I have left to do is to cut the 4x4 for the top, and it'll once again be using lap joints on the end, except they'll be flush with the edge of the 4x4. And put some 1x6s on for backing. I'm gonna put a plywood base for my foam that I can put the fabric over it and staple it to the back of the plywood, and that way it can be reupholstered quite easily. So now the next step is to get the plywood cut for the seat and get the 4x4 across the back. There's my son there, who is recovering, and my living room is a mess because we have all kinds of medical equipment in here. But he's starting to do better, and hopefully this couch will be a big help for him becoming more independent. That's the reason why we're building this piece of furniture. Okay, more later. So today I'm hopefully going to be finishing up the structural component of the couch. Right now I am fastening the top 4x4 on. It was made with a half lap joint to go over the leg of the 4x4. I've already screwed in the other end. So now I've got my pilot holes drilled, and away we go. guess you could say I have a screw loose.
Get out of here.
Oh, come on, that was funny. All right. So it is solid now.
Boom.
This is how the side of the couch looks. Come across here so you can see a little bit better. Can you see that? Okay.
Yeah, see pretty good.
Okay. I've got the bottom piece of plywood in. I've got supports for the back piece of plywood, and I need to put 1x6s on the back yet. Okay, now I'm attaching the first 1x6 to the back. There'll be a total of 3 that'll support the plywood that will be the back of the couch. Okay, so that's it for that board, and I'll take my clamps off and reposition my second one at the bottom, and then I can go equidistance for the one in the middle. So I'll show you that when I get it all done.